guys, welcome to Tekanda. In the last video we talked about assignment of variables, okay, how to assign variables to the printf function, and in previous videos we discussed what the printf function does exactly. So now we finish our slide of the long, the short and char. Okay, so we in our last class we talked about how to use the float, which is set for decimals, and double, which is set for decimals. So to use the long, it's just let's use the long. Okay, and remember we said the long is used for integers. Integers mean numbers. The long is used for numbers, but like a wider range of numbers. Okay, so we can say wide equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and so it won't be confused. Let's just block this out. We talked about to do this in our last videos. Okay, and this, so just reprint f, and we'll put %i, comma, and our variable. Okay, so why are we putting %i? It's because this is also an integer, and therefore the I initiator can at least work for it. Okay, so if we run this, it should be correct. It should give us a okay. Why did it do this? Okay, so according to here, it printed our code, but our code is not actually exactly what it imputes into here. I think it's just because of maybe system errors or compiling errors, or it's probably approximating. But since it works, you don't actually have to worry much about that exactly. Okay, so we'll go back. And remember I said that on C, before you can run a code, you have to build it first, then you use the run button. And I said that this is the build button here, but I'll be using the combined version of it. So in case you're confused again, just press the build. Okay, so what the build does is to update the code, basically, and check for errors. Then you can use the run to finally run the code. So if the build goes through without any error and you run, it will run perfectly. So after the long, we're going to go to the short. Okay, and the short is just like we said, it's still just for integers or numbers, but like a shorter version of numbers. Okay, so just you can say small equals to minus, or you don't need minus, you can just like 12. Okay, so after that we'll just put the semicolon. And why we said we added semicolon, because at the end of every statement you see, you have to use the semicolon. Okay, so after that is done, let's check this. So after that is done, come back here and we use the build to build the code. Okay, here comes an error, and it actually guess what the error is here. It's probably because, and it's definitely because we initiated a variable here. I've already cleaned the variable, or I've cut it out of our source code, so we have to change it to something that's actually written. Okay, what that simply means, of course, just running through in case you didn't grab in the last session. Say int wide equals to 23 semicolon. My enter statement, I'll run, it will run without any problem, because this wide is actually here. Okay, yeah, it's very highlighted. So if you clean out this wide again, okay, and small, we put small there, small, and we build this and run it. It will print out our small variable, which said is 12. Okay, now next is char. So char is simply just like it's basically a representation of your keys on your keyboard. So in some languages like Java, char represents a bunch of different things. But for the purpose of this lecture, I won't be going to deep in char because it's not really useful in the outside world. Okay, so it's not really helpful, but it's just something you should know actually exists. So let's initiate the char variable here, char. Okay, and we can put something like, I think JG. Let's see if that makes sense. Char equals to, I think anything can go here. So 1 to 1 equals C, and let's put shared. I think C is the char method. So yeah, okay, so this is one reason I hate char personally. You must think because I hate it. Like I said, every single thing you type into the into your source code represents something else. So yeah, I want to one represent Y. Okay. I just don't actually know the purpose this was built. Doesn't make sense to me. So if we change this to something else, like maybe 19, it will print a different value. Okay. For that one, and it printed this exclamation mark. So that's what char is about. But for the purpose of the lecture, we'll actually be learning char. Maybe we will, but like not very deeply probably. And once again, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your fellow friends. Okay, and see you in our next tutorial. Bye.